What's going on to all my gamers and gamers? This your boy Canada, the brutally honest gamer, and I'm back with another video. Let's get it, let's go, let's talk about it, you dig? So let's go ahead and talk about PlayStation VR 2. Alright? PlayStation VR 2 is dead on arrival. And let's break it down, shall we? Now, the PlayStation VR 2 was already dead on arrival because there was not that many games that was being worked on for the PlayStation VR 2. Mind y'all, PlayStation VR 2 lacked what we like to call the backwards compatibility formality. And the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying with that is because it was pointless to even release a PlayStation VR 2, whereas you still had a PlayStation VR with a bunch of them games in that catalog of the PlayStation VR. VR 2 did not have backwards compatibility, so you were not able to actually play the games that was on the first PlayStation VR, which was, I feel, was actually pointless from the jump to release a PlayStation VR 2. My problem that I see with Sony is they're releasing too many hardware aspects to their formula. Like, they released the PlayStation 5, which is cool. They released the earbuds that probably nobody really bought or care about except for fanboys. The PlayStation VR 2, the other headsets that, again, fanboys probably don't care about like that. And again, more hardware stuff. Even that Portal, nobody really care about the Portal. People just care about the games. So when it comes to PlayStation VR 2, like if you look at Horizon, that Call of the Mountain game, it was DOA, Dead on Arrival. You see the other VR 2 titles that they was announcing, especially from last year's PlayStation showcase, it was Dead on Arrival. And now we just found out that the PlayStation VR 2 has paused productions because they got an overload of them consoles in their storage or whatever because nobody is buying the PlayStation VR 2. The problem that I see, and like I said, I got a video coming for that too, is about Jim Ryan. We glad that he's on his way out of the door based off the fact that he messed up Sony. When he took the realms of Sony after Sean Layton left, it was all about trying to make more money, but in a bad way to alienate the consumers of Sony, the real fans that love the Sony fans. And a lot of PlayStation fanboys is not going to call out what is really going on because they see nothing wrong with Sony and they see nothing wrong with Jim Ryan. But the base of the fact that we didn't need a PlayStation VR 2. As gamers, the people that like VR stuff, they got other platforms to play VR stuff. But Sony didn't need a PlayStation VR 2 because that gave more work for the game developers to do when it comes to them games. Sony has been known to be a diverse lineup of a brand. There used to be a diverse lineup of a brand of games. And I'm gonna say that for another video. I don't want to speak on it too much, but that's gonna be another video. But PlayStation VR 2 is really PlayStation VR 2 is in the sense of why did we need a PlayStation VR 2? What was the point in that? Because you wasn't gonna win against the other VR type of platforms like the MetaQuest or the Apple Pro and stuff like that. They were not going to win in that market because, like, even though Sony started with the PlayStation VR stuff, it wasn't needed. Like I said, it was not needed at all. Point blank. Period. Sony should have just focused on the games that at hand with the consoles. And since now Sony is focusing on bringing their games to PC and mobile, like what Microsoft is doing, which I find nothing wrong with that. More the merrier. More games going, more platforms. People can play the games. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people want to play games, but you could see that PlayStation VR 2 was dead on arrival. You could actually see that they wasn't making that many games for the PlayStation VR 2. You seen a lot of things that was wrong with it. Not only that, the PlayStation VR 2 cost way more than the PlayStation 5 itself. Cost $550. That PlayStation VR 2 should have been at least $200. Instead of about $550, that should have been about $200, man. They would have sold more if it was $200. But y'all want to charge people more for the PlayStation VR 2 more than the PS5 itself, and then charging $70 for the games. That's over $1,000. And we're going through inflation at this point, and people ain't got money to be paying thousands of dollars just to get this, just to actually play the PlayStation VR 2 along with the PlayStation 5 is either pick your poison. Really, you couldn't. The thing about it is you cannot even play the PlayStation VR 2 games without the PlayStation 5 itself. So, with that being said, Sony gonna have to hold that L in that margin. So, leave your comments below about PlayStation VR 2's that basically. And let me know what your thoughts about it. Make sure you comment, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell for when I drop these videos. You dig? I'm out. Peace.